Hey. 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 Ladies and gentlemen. Big show, big show. All right. Microphone good? Hi, Lisa. Yep. Testing.
Test 1 2.
Test 1 2. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh,
Guys,
my.
welcome. Hello, John. Welcome. Hello, Eric. Give it a couple minutes before we dive into the evening's agenda. Hello, Mr. Michael Dell. Welcome. Make sure to smash up that like button. Share the event with your friends. Hello, Bill from Connecticut. Jillian from Georgia. We see you on the call. Welcome. No?
Hello.
Hello. Patty from Oregon. Welcome. How's the weather in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, Patty? No? Hulk smash. Baker hacks. What's going on, man? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I haven't Hulk smashed anything recently. I mean, you know, it might be tomorrow. You never know. Hello, Edgar. Welcome, Mr. NBA 2020. That is Chris. Hello. Welcome. Hello in both Vim and YouTube. So it's Crypto Mondays. We got a big show for you guys tonight. Huge announcement for ListNerds. So strap in, get ready for that. I asked Blaine, a couple hours ago, hey, man, you ready? He's like, we've been ready, son. He's like, dude, we're good. Like, Blaine's got this stuff down to a science. He is Mr. Developer. I just dance on camera. Yeah, welcome again to the show, guys. Crypto Mondays. A few housekeeping items before we dive into the news, gossip, and scandal. But yeah, so let's check in on Blaine, see how his weekend was. Did he Hulk smash anything this weekend? That's really what we want to know. No? Yeah.
I did not Hulk smash anything this weekend. I almost Hulk smashed my printer. I had to buy a new one because I am trying to do all my taxes because it's that time of year. And when you have a business and personal taxes, everything's got to be all crazy and whatnot. So I had to buy a flash drive for all the business stuff as much as I can because some of it's going to be in print anyway. Nice. And then we're printing off all the personal stuff. But as you can see behind me, one printer is RIP. I don't know what happened. It just didn't want to print things correctly anymore ever again. So HP, your printers suck. I will never buy it again. So we bought
an HP here. It's nice.
We bought
it's not bad.
A Canon printer, which is this the black one over here that you see.
Okay.
And it has printed everything flawlessly thus far. So I am going to go Office Space on that printer in my backyard with a baseball bat and a golf club.
Dude.
And
videotape it like we're in the 80s, right?
And I'm gonna to it to the soundtrack of what's that song? It Feels Good to Be a Gangster.
Yes. Office Space. Great classic
feels
movie.
Good to be a gangster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red staplers for life. Yeah.
That's my plan.
Oh, beautiful, dude. Oh, it's great.
And I moved my desk again. I lowered it down. So before I had to put it in a standing position because I had a major pain. It felt like my kidneys were no longer functioning properly. Thank goodness it was not that. I had a dislocated floated rib.
Wow.
So that caused absolute wonderful pain for the last 8 weeks of my life or so. So I was standing during everything because I couldn't sit. But now I can sit. My rib is back in place, ? I don't really know. I have no idea. But they loaded me up with a bunch of steroids and lidocaine, so we're calling it good.
Are you like 39 going on 79 here or something? Like, is that
basically it, that's how I feel. So I always tell people that I work with, and I'm like, 1 year in our job is literally like 5 to 10 years in real life. In what we do. So it's just horribly painful for no reason sometimes. Yeah. So, and the doctor was like, how did you like dislocate your rib? And I was like, honestly, I stood up. That's what happened. I stood up and then I was like, oh. And it took like a week to see the doctor. Like I went to the ER that day, and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to follow up because usually if it's back pain, it'll go away in 2 or 3 days. But if it doesn't go away, follow up with your provider." So I went to him, and he's like, "Yeah, no," and he like felt it, and he's like, "Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is." I was like, "My kidney is about to explode, and I'm gonna have emergency surgery, and then I'm just gonna be out and just laying in a bed for 2 weeks."
Can you do me a favor though? Like just can you not die until we get rich, man? That'd be great. Please.
I am trying my best.
Okay.
My plan is to
Appreciate
get rich off of these Splinterlands cards, these
Yes.
chaos cards.
Yes.
And
Loving it.
if I sell at about $50 a pop, which is my goal, I'm
Michael,
set to make like 15,000-20,000 off of it. So,
beautiful. The gift that keeps
Yeah.
on giving. Did you see the beautiful things that are happening with the wonderful world of Cub Finance this past weekend?
No, I haven't even been to any of that. You sent me the link, and I didn't even click on it or do anything. So I just got to go to the airdrop, right? And then claim.
You go to the airdrop. Well, you can go to Cub Finance, and that's where you'll see what you're in Cub.
Cub DeFi is
Poly
where I'm at.
Cub, right? But then you've got to get Matic, but it's crazy because these airdrops it's insanity. I'll go over it with you, but it's like it's getting like 5,000, 6,000% APR. It's stupidity. It's hilarious. It's like
8,137% APR.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. Like I'm just sitting there with my Cub and dumping it, like all my airdrop. I'm just dumping it into Polycub, putting it in X Polycub, and letting it sit, bro. It's great. This is the beautiful thing about crypto, right? I mean, we've said this before in countless shows. Get active. For the love of everything that's good in the world, don't sit on the sidelines. It's really cool in affiliate marketing to sit on the sidelines and watch all the gurus and all this stuff. And, I'm not really good. I don't want to put my foot in there. I don't really understand this list building stuff. Cool story, bro. In crypto, you really need to get involved. That's the key. Because when you get involved and you take action on this stuff, you are going to be earning things. And yes, the airdrops might be a penny, but every now and again, there's something that knocks it out of the park. Remember Splinterlands? We've been kind of talking about it for the past 7 months now since they've been doing the SPS airdrop. Look at Blaine. Blaine's sitting there rosy, happier than a pig in you-know-what, because he's collecting these airdrops and just going and reselling it, buying more, and it's just feeding the beast. Guys, if you have, and I get it, it's confusing. It's not as easy as ABC 1, 2, 3, but do yourself a favor. Take a day and learn about this stuff. Take a day and ask questions. Poke around. I'm not saying spend money. This is what's beautiful, again, because we're on Hive. I'm not saying go and spend money. I'm saying get involved. Learn this stuff. Learn it. That's the investment. The time invested in learning this. Your future self will thank you. Dude, you're blown. You're looking at Polycub right now, aren't you? And you're like,
I am trying to claim my airdrop.
You need Matic. You need Matic because it's on a different blockchain. It's not on BSC.
Yeah.
And it's on Polygon.
I'll figure it out eventually. But free money is free money, right? So like I don't know.
It's great.
That's the thing I don't understand. And I get it, like affiliate marketing background. I didn't spend a dime for like the first 2, 3, 4 years. And this is Monday, so we're not supposed to talk about that stuff. But like once I figured it out and I realized what I was doing and understood my ROI on everything, I couldn't throw $100 at the business fast enough. Like, and John will tell you every single week I was hitting him up. I was like, hey, how much for 1 million credits?
You're right.
Send me stuff because I know the ROI on it, right? Yeah. And I know that half of this stuff is like, we'll see what happens. And then the other half is like, hey, there's free crap over here. And it's just like Peak Monsters, right? So Peak Monsters is now doing an airdrop
today too, right? Yep.
And John is super mad because he's been using another website. I'm not going to name that name at all. That I haven't used at all, not one bit, but I have used Peak Monsters. And ever since I got into this chaos stuff, I was buying and selling $800 to $1,200 worth of chaos cards every single day for 2 months almost. So I am excited for this airdrop, and John hates everything right now because he's not going to get the airdrop, but I am. And that's because I was active in doing things. And that's just because I bought one token, which gave me a bunch of more other tokens.
I was active on the site that wasn't doing this, even though I've been telling the person who owned this site for months to get his own token and start doing things like. Anywho, good for
Yeah,
Peak
I don't
Monsters.
know. I mean, last time he showed up was a long time ago. So I just I like Peak Monsters. It works. It's not completely broken like other sites are. So yeah, I'm super excited to get this airdrop that John's not getting.
Yeah. I'm going to get a little. It's just not going to be because I have used Peak Monsters before, just nothing I went and bought a bunch. I don't know if it works today, but I went and bought a bunch of cards from Peak Monsters today because.
Well, yeah, because it's like the last 52 weeks, right?
So I'm
From
assuming
March 23rd or whatever it is.
Right. So that's why I'm using it now for the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to get what you get, but it's everything counts. So this is the guys. Again, before I promise you, we're going to get into listeners because we got massive news for listeners. But it's really in your best interest to learn this stuff and get active. It's not just to sit on the sidelines and say, "Oh, I'm involved." It's really important to be involved in this. Get involved. And now let's transition to listeners. Get involved in listeners and start opening mails and start verifying mails. It's very important that we do this. And we are going to explain why, because you know us. What's the DNA of us? We are from CTP. Gamification is our thing, baby. We love this stuff. We've been doing it for a decade plus. We have got. Do you want to do screen share, or how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this?
I can do screen share to demo how it works.
Okay.
And all of that. So we can do that, and then I don't. How would you like to do it?
Let's. I mean, the big thing is that we want to encourage people in listeners. It's one thing to sit back and say, "Oh, I got a listeners mail. I'm just going to log in, set up my mails, and never log in again." That's the old way of doing things. Listeners is developing this community where activity counts. But we still, as owners, need to incentivize people to actually click the links in the emails. We need them to take action on the emails. We have great click-through rates because it's being incentivized, but we want people to do even more. We want people to use, and it's been working. I mean, listen, I'm not saying it's perfect. We're always improving. We're always trying to get better, but the results have been there. I did a little test yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw it. I promoted a program, which I usually never do. I usually just tell people about our stuff, but I threw it out there. I wanted to test it out. I got 7 referrals in it just from one little email and listener. So it's working, but it can get better. So Blaine and I have always had this idea. We wanted to do it inside of CTP. Obviously, ListNerds is taking the cake right now. It's the focus. And we want to have a little bit of fun with how you guys are opening these emails and incentivizing you even more to open these emails. So Blaine is going to share a screen with you guys and show you something. Show you a little something.
Am I now? Okay.
Yes, you
Hold
are.
on.
I promise
I have
you.
to go to the page.
Okay, he's going.
All right. Share screen. Chrome tab. ListNerds.
ListNerds.
Share.
Yes. Perfect. Hello, ListNerds.
This is the most boring page that I could make on ListNerds.
Perfect.
It is my test page.
Yes.
That's all it's for. So do we want to talk about what it is first, or should we just go into it and see what happens?
It's up to you, man. You can. I want to frame it as we want more people being active and opening these emails. We want people opening the emails, not just clicking. We want them to open it. So we want to see open rates go up. This will happen the longer this thing keeps going, but we want to give it a little bit of a boost. And we think we found a pretty good way to increase open rates for people. So this is the potential of what happens when you're going through your listeners' emails and the pop-up happens. Let's have a look.
Yeah, so let's just pretend that this is my email inbox here. And we're going to click on one of the emails. This is my demo email here. So we just click on it. We get our, oh my, what is that? I think it's awesome.
Let's rewind just in case people didn't see that again.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta do a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And all right. So here we go. Click again.
Whoa! It's green now. It was gold before.
Yeah. Let's
And
try it
it's
again.
and it said that we won something. What is that? Oh, it's blue. What is happening? I'm so confused.
I think it's awesome. This one's got a faster effect on it than the actual mails. So what this is, basically, we don't have a name for it. We're just calling it the shaky shaky, because that's the best thing that we come up with. So anytime you are opening your emails within the inbox on ListNerds, you have a chance to win something. It can be ListNerds and CTP, it can be ListNerds, and it can be just CTP. You saw gold, green, and blue.
Right.
Those are the three options. So the way that it works is you have a random chance to win any of these things. The gold is going to give you 10 ListNerds and 10 CTP tokens. The green, I think, question mark. The green is 5 ListNerds and the blue is 5 CTP. So basically the way that it works is I did 25,000 tests. So I ran the simulation 25,000 times and it came out to overall about 10% odds of winning out of 25,000. So not horrible odds, not great odds, right in the middle, I'd say. But that's the goal, right? Not everybody can be a winner. We know that. So
we want it to be random. Like we
want it to be random.
Yeah.
But what we've done to help people to increase the odds is you can delegate Hive power to the ListNerds account at ListNerds. And what that will do is increase your odds. So the minimum delegation to increase your odds is 100 Hive power. And then there is no maximum. You can delegate 100,000 Hive power to ListNerds if you so feel the need. And you are increasing your odds with every specific amount delegated. So when I did the 25,000 simulation runs, I did a random between 0 and 5,000 Hive power delegation. And that's where it came out with that 10% odds. So you're going to get better odds with more delegation, worse odds with lower delegation. But the odds are really, really set as they are. So overall, right now it's at 10%. We've been tracking it the last couple days and it's about there, about 10%. But in time, we'll be able to tell better what the actual truer number is going to be. Because again, not everybody's going to have 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 Hive power delegated to ListNerds. So the way that it works, like I said, you click on the email, and I'll go to the emails themselves. And I'm not going to get any of the shaky because I am not eligible for it because I own the program. So you're going to open it, and if you get a shaky, it'll do the shaky, and then down at the bottom, a button will appear to tell you how much you have won. You don't have to claim it. You don't have to do anything. It will automatically go into your liquid. So from there, you can stake it. You can transfer it out to Hive Engine and sell it. I would highly recommend staking it because you're going to earn more based off of that. But it's all up to you and how you want to do it. So if you win, it's going to do the shaky. It'll give you a gold, a green, or a blue background, and that'll tell you what you've won. You can also scroll to the bottom. A button will appear to show you how much you've won. So we think it's a great addition to it. And I know that people are out there who are like, how are you guys funding it? How does it, where are you getting this? Did you just give yourself a bunch of free stuff? No. The way that it works is John, Eliana, and me, our accounts, we earn ListNerds and CTP through passive and active means, just like everybody else on ListNerds. However, half of that is now going to be sent over to what we call the prize pool. And this is just the start of our prize pool capabilities. We're going to add other things to it. So every single day, the more you click, the more you look at it, the better odds you have of getting it. One of the shakies. So, yeah.
There you go. So a way to incentivize people actually opening these emails and getting people to look at it. Now, that being said, that email that you're looking is freaking beautiful, I might say. That's a
people
damn
are
good
are using images now.
Yes.
To make them pretty.
Isn't that because you know what? That's a Hive thing too. A lot of the Hive people been doing that. You know, I don't know who the first was, but they've been really hammering it with the images, and people are really enjoying it. So you got to do it properly. And I think Chris did a little tutorial on how to make sure it's properly formatted and stuff. So definitely give him a follow and check out his content. But yeah, this is a way. Obviously, what do we want to do? Well, we want to increase delegation on the listeners account because it is a curation account. We are Fin Guru. That's it. Perfect, Eliana. Thank you. It's a curation account, and the more that we can generate, the more we can give out. And you know, obviously, this is a way to leverage this and to help people get more from the system. You know, help us out. You know, buy some, you know, shelter and food and things like that. That might be.
It'll also help us increase the prize pool overall as well.
Yep.
So the more that it earns, the more it allows us to buy tokens. Because again, we're not issuing tokens to ourselves to give away, right? We have to buy them just like everybody else because we are stand-up guys. So we don't just issue random tokens to ourselves for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't issue a single one to. So it's been it's just different. I mean, it's one of the ways we, you know, this is something I've had discussions with a lot of people on Hive over the years, and it's to help spread it out. I got, you know, sizable stake in SPT and 1UP and things like this. I love going and upvoting people because it's spreading the token out. Yeah, I get a little cutback, it's fine, whatever, but to me I'm spreading the token out. So with listeners, it was really important for us to you know, spread it out. I have a whole bunch of listeners. Guess what? I'm never selling my listeners. I'm literally unstaking it to put it into this pot because I want more people to get it. I want more people to have it out there. And it's a process. Again, we're only 7 weeks now into, you know, almost 2 months into the relaunch of this, and new features will be coming out. And this is one that we loved. We thought was just, you know, going to be so much fun. Just, you know, people actually, I don't know if you remember, let's do a little story time. This is going way back way back in the day. As you guys know, I'm an author of the best-selling book in traffic exchange history. It's the only book ever written about traffic exchanges. But I wrote this book in 2007. I got involved in that little crazy side of the industry, 99, 2000. I mean, it was basically at the start of it. There was a site called clickthrough.net. You remember that one, Blaine? I mean, it's probably, I don't think it's around.
No, I don't.
It's one of the first TEs ever. And they had this really cool feature where you could put a little emblem, this little HTML code thing, and it would serve, like, people would search for it on your website, and you'd find it, you'd click it, and you might win a prize. You might not win anything, but people would stick these little badges on different sites. So the feeling I remember getting, this is again back in 2000, 2001. I find one of these little click-through badges, I click it, so I'm paying attention. My attention is solely looking at these ads. Yeah, I'm looking for the badge, but I'm also taking in the content. I find the badge, I click it, I won, I think it was like maybe $5 worth of like tokens. Like back then, this was a big deal. Changed, like I got addicted. So for that long, I've always been thinking of how can we make something sticky that's random. I want to do more of this because I have a bigger chance of getting this. And to me, I'm addicted to it. I love it. I love finding things, like discovering things that show up randomly. I mean, I think that's the biggest pull when it comes to doing the gamification stuff is we're doing it to open, to read emails, et cetera, but let's put a game elements on top of that experience, right? And that's what this is. It's, you're still doing it, but now you're incentivized even more to do it because we want to see the open rates go up. We want to see more people staking CTP so that they can get rewarded in CTP. We want to see more people buying and earning listeners so that they stake it more and it goes out to more and more people. So it's a process again. 7 weeks in, see how we're doing in 7 months. So there you go. What do you guys think? Feedback. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. No?
Yeah, I like the completely random thing. And again, you may have noticed the shaky. We took a little notch from a friendly um, hive-based game.
Yeah. It's a slightly addicting. I don't know if anyone knows what we're talking about, but that hive-based game, when things start shaking, the world comes tumbling down. So it's exciting. You never know what you're going to get, and we hope that that's what happens with this. We hope that you guys are really, really pumped up for this. Now, remember, we want to give more and more of this out. So the more you delegate to the ListNerds account, the more listeners we can buy, we can put on the market, et cetera, et cetera. Because we're not issuing this stuff to ourselves, guys. This is, we're earning it just like everyone else. And now we're going to buy it just like everyone else. So, yes.
And then,
exactly.
So a couple other things that are coming to ListNerds in the near future. I have a list. I have a massive list of things that I'm building and fixing on 1,500 sites. So there's that. But look forward to more tasks. What we need to do is we need to get people voting more on ListNerds. And
Right.
We knew that it would be a little bit of a curve to get people voting or to understand what the voting was for.
Yeah.
But we have to know that you need CTP staked in the system to be able to vote consistently.
Right.
You can have your 4 votes from no CTP staked, but that only regenerates at 20% a day. So you'll get, if you vote 4 times today, in 2 days, you can vote 2 more times. So we need people staking CTP and voting on mails consistently
Right.
and more consistently. So one of the tasks that we're going to add is vote 10 times, read 10 mails, vote 10 mails. Simple.
Yeah.
And then weekly, read 100, vote 100, et cetera, so forth and so on. If you're like me, you meet the weekly goals in about 3 or 4 days because I just click and click and click and click and click and vote as much as I can on all of these posts, whether it be up or down. I vote on everything because I have a lot of CTP staked into the system. Not that much, but a lot. Yeah, so we need more people voting as much as they can. And that's as simple as 500 CTP staked.
Right.
To be able to vote 10 times a day with ease.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny because, like you said, it was a learning curve and we expected it to be. The Hive people get it. I mean, Hive people get it. A lot of the CTP people get it. Traditional viral mailer people have no idea what the hell we're talking about. Like none. They're like, stake. What the hell are you talking about? What is this staking thing? We hope that we've provided enough information and tutorials. If not, there's people out there that are making incredible tutorials. Chris, this is my life. Fin Guru, Eliana's done stuff. John Novak's done a bunch of stuff. There's so much amazing content out there that you can learn this stuff. So if you're brand new to this and you're listening, you're going, what the hell is this steak? What the hell are they smoking? What is this steak? Steak what? I like my steak medium rare. What are they talking about? Learn about this. Just again, kind of going back to what we started the night with, learn it. Take the time to learn what is a delegated proof of stake blockchain. Why are we so gung-ho about something like Hive? There's reasons. This is one of them. So, make sure that you learn this stuff. And again, if you're stuck on anything, let us know. We are here to help. Please let us know. Drop. Well, yeah, you can do that too, Chris. If whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat, man. If you like the Montreal steak spice, that's fine. I am partial to that as well. Vive le Quebec. No, there you go. Perfect. What else we got? That's it.
I know we would normally say this for Thursday, but I do want to hit on Mr. Jerry Iannucci's blog post.
Oh, yes.
With ListNerds, he posts once a month the best safe lists or mailers or viral mailers or auto mailers or super mailers or whatever we're calling them. We're going to call ours the staking mailer. That's the new term that we've come up with. I just made it up in my head 3 seconds ago. So the staking mailer is rated number 2 on his best list for March. So that's absolutely amazing, because if you look at the other programs, and ListNerds itself hasn't been around for that long in comparison to all of these other mailers that are on this list, but it's number 2. And we like to get it on that list because Jerry is the most prominent person when it comes to these things. So we like to see our sites on his lists. Thank you again, Mr. Jerry.
Yes, there's the link right there too. You can getrich.jerry.com, and then the best safe list. He does his safe list rankings every month, so it's always exciting to see. Listeners been up there before, and that's what's great is that we steady perform even before this, but now being up there with all the staking mailers, the blockchain based mailers. So it's new territory for this stuff, but yeah. So just wanted to let you guys know too, there's a ListNerds. I just got notice of this. Chris just sent me a note, said that he's doing a ListNerds live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's about 30 minutes from now. If you're watching the recording, check out Succeed with Chris is the YouTube channel, and MBA 2020 or Chris.Topher on Hive for all of your ListNerds and Splinterlands addictions. Definitely Splinterlands addictions, because we have a lot of it. I am borderline obsessed. It's bad. So there you go. Anything else? We're good? No? Cool. Let us know if you have any. Is that it? No, you're good. You're kind of.
No? Let's talk about. I mean, it's Crypto Monday, right? So
yeah.
Let's talk about a couple tokens, because I always want to talk about tokens.
Let's talk tokens.
And right now, my number 1 token is the Chaos token. It is selling for $2.99 on Hive Engine right now. On Splinterlands, it sells for $4. So if you buy it on Hive Engine, you're saving $1.01. Nice. But you're not getting the eligibility for the airdrops on Splinterlands.
Right.
So my goal, and I've talked about this before, is I don't care about the game. Couldn't care less. Doesn't matter. I tried playing it. No idea what's going on. Don't care. So what I am doing, though, is I did a little bit of research, and I looked at other tokens on Hive Engine that were Splinterlands card packs. So if I search and I look for the Alpha Pack, eventually it'll do what it's supposed to do. The Alpha Pack is selling for $204 right now.
Yes.
And then we look at Beta, which is selling for $76.68. And then we're looking at what's the other ones? I don't even know.
Untamed.
This is how much I care about the game.
Yeah, it's Untamed and Dice. Or
so Untamed is selling for $42.42.
Yeah.
And so I mean, the point I'm trying to make is they sold for $10, $5, $7 when they were in stock. Now they are selling for anywhere from 5 to 20 times whatever they sold for initially.
Yeah.
So if you don't care about the game like me, and you just are looking to try and make some money, a little bit of money here and there, you can buy Chaos packs for $2.99 right now. And when they sell out, the price will go up. It's a matter of how much. I don't know. It could go up to $10. Wait long enough, it'll be at 20, 30, 40, $50, so forth and so on. Mm-hmm. My goal is $50. So if I sell what I have right now at $50, buying in for about $3 average, I'm looking at making $15,000 to $20,000 question mark.
Right.
If not more. So that's my strategery with Chaos and Splinterlands. Don't care about the game. Couldn't care less. And my other plan is I bought a bunch of Chaos before and I opened all those packs. And I have a whole bunch of gold foil legendaries and golds and legendaries and summoners and all these other things that I just learned what they were like 2 months ago that I'm going to sell as soon as their price goes up as well. So that's my goal with Chaos.
You take a very passive approach to it. Yes.
Yeah, that's my short-term passive approach. Buy it, sit back and wait, and then see what happens.
I think that's a strategy for all crypto, though, and a lot of people try to buy and flip in the next day or something. But it's a long-term hold for me too. I mean, I don't buy this stuff with thinking I'm going to get rich tomorrow. I buy it because I'm like, I've seen the track record of these things. I've seen what happens when you hold on to this stuff. Has the opportunity passed? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that it's just getting started. We're still very early in this game, in this whole crypto stuff. Very early. So do like we said at the beginning of this, do the research, spend the time to look into this. Look into the Cub Finance and the Polycub stuff, guys. This is crazy. This is insane. Now, again, if you're trying to get rich overnight, you're going to be very pissed off at the world. But if it's a buy and hold, like I bought Cub, Blaine and I bought Cub, and Eliana and a few of us this time last year, literally this time last year, sat on it, never sold it, sat on it. Now we're sitting here getting this Polycub airdrop. Take the time this week. Dedicate time to learning about this stuff. Again, don't go to spend the money. Don't spend a dime. Spend an hour. Spend 2 hours learning about this. Learn about what the price was of an Untamed pack compared to what it's selling now. Look at the price of what Hive was this time last year compared to today. Like, look into this stuff. Dive into it. Do your research to figure this stuff out. Ask questions. Ask lots and lots and lots of questions. And this is beautiful. It's a beautiful world, guys. Beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to get involved in this stuff. Don't pay attention to the price of it. Just buy it. Well, that's not financial advice, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to say?
Buy now, sell later. Again, we're not trying to get rich tomorrow. We're trying to get rich by Wednesday. So
Thursday latest.
Thursday latest. Yeah, we'll let you know Thursday Night Live. But yeah. So, and then like people are always like, well, how did you get into the chaos, or how did you get into? Well, I couldn't care less about Splinterlands 6 months ago. Didn't give a crap. Plain and simple. But I bought this other token a long time ago, and I've just been holding on to it and holding on to it and holding on to it, and it pays me every single day. That's the index token.
Oh, yes.
What happened was that index token started giving me voucher every single day. When it first started, I was making like $100 a day in voucher.
Facts.
And I was selling it instantly.
Yes.
So I had to decide what I was going to do with that $100 a day. And the decision was basically buy as many chaos as you can in the pre-sale, and then open the crap out of the packs every single day, sell off everything you make, except for like gold foil legendaries and super summoners and all these cool guys with the darts and throwing stars and lightnings and dragons.
He has no idea.
And then buy more and just keep going. And I was able to do that because of the index token. Because without that, I would have never been able to get into the chaos in the Splinterlands. And the Peak Monsters. Peak Monsters has given me a whole bunch of airdrop tokens just because I sold a bunch of crap. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Get in, use the stuff, learn it.
Learn it.
Again, you don't have to like learn the game and learn all the nuances, right? But you can easily learn which cards are worth more than others. Peak Monsters tells me everything I need to know. Not like some other site.
That doesn't do anything for us. Guys, that's the big advice. The big advice tonight, and obviously, we're really excited about the shaky at ListNerds. Hope you guys enjoy that too, especially when you start revealing it. I think you guys will really get hooked when you open up a few mails and you see that. But the big advice tonight is to get involved. Don't just sit on the sidelines this week. Don't just go, oh, I'll learn it tomorrow, or, oh, I'll figure this out down the road. Dive in now. Learn it now. Poke around now. I'm not saying spend a dime. That's, again, the best thing about Hive, the best thing about CTP, the best thing about Leo Finance, the best thing about all this is that you are rewarded for showing up and learning this stuff. So you don't want to spend a dime out of your own pocket? Don't. But spend the time to learn it. Your future self will thank you. So, other than that, buy our stuff.
Don't even buy our stuff. Buy tokens that will pay you off, right? So Index is one of those. That's our stuff, but we don't get paid when you buy it.
Right.
Learn about the index, heindex-.io. Learn about all of these other things that are going on. Learn about Peak Monsters. Learn about CTP and CTP Talk. Learn about Splinter Talk, and learn about yayfund.info. And just take the time to you don't have to understand everything today, right? It takes time. We didn't understand Cub Finance for a while.
Remember that?
But we didn't have to understand it to throw $100 at it.
Yep.
I didn't understand SafeMoon. I still threw $150 at that thing. It's worth like $13 now.
It's the best decision of my life.
They're not always going to be winners, and we know that.
No.
But it's calculated risks that we're taking. And you can start small, start $10, $20, $50, and just build from there, right? Right now I hold $12,000 worth of index tokens. And I didn't get that way overnight, right? It's just a continuous buy. Yep. I own how much in Worker Bee?
Don't say, because I don't want to hear it.
Almost $13,000 worth of Worker Bee.
Killing me on the Worker Bee.
So like, and that's
John wants
every single day.
Oh yes, that's another one too, Mike. SPK on what is the 2-year anniversary of Hive being born. So that's March 20th. They're releasing they're doing their airdrop, the claim drop for SPK tokens. So that's more. If you had Hive power and if you've been building your Hive over the past couple of years that we've been raving about it, you're going to be doing great with the SPK drop. Best start. That's John Novak. He wants to know, when is Shaky Shaky live, Blaine?
It's live before we even started talking about it.
Now it is live.
Yeah, but like right as we started the webinar, I made it live. I didn't tell anybody. So it's live. It's going.
I want to see, if you guys win one, I want to see screenshots. I want to see it shared in ListNerds for heavy upvotes from yours truly, as well as the Mr. Jones here. We're going to be pumping. We're practicing what we preach too. We're not sitting there saying, okay, well, we'll put 10 Hive power behind ListNerds. Blaine went and put 5,000 Hive power behind ListNerds. I put 1,000. I got another 2,500 that's getting unstaked. I'm going to put it into ListNerds as well. So we're not just we're practicing what we preach here, right? So get out there and take screenshots when you start winning some stuff in ListNerds. I want to see some reaction videos too. So there you go. Beautiful. Guys, thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching this will be recorded for your viewing pleasure on the Speak, the TV. And have a fantastic evening, guys. Get out there, enjoy yourselves. If you have any questions, let us know. We are here to help. Until then, touch off for now. Bye-bye.